teams that will use AI will only win.
Yeah, true. Absolutely. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast series. Today, we'll be discussing how AI is transforming the product management and the product landscape within Programmers Force and within the industry itself. I'm joined by a very special guest today, Ali Tabish. Ali, thank you so much for being with us. Ali is a product manager here and he's working on all Programmers Force products. Ali, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much, Babar. So, let me just introduce quickly myself. I'm Ali, and I am part of product team at as well as multiple products like the Programmers Force products.
MashaAllah.
So I've been working in the PF since 3 years, and when I joined PF, I joined like very fresh graduate. Just I had one internship in the product management, and
Interesting.
PF shaped me my future and my career in the product management. So
MashaAllah, very nice. That's good to hear, Ali. And for people who are listening, insider story, it was in this very room. It was my first day, and Mr. Ali was the one who taught me about. I don't know if you remember, Ali. I think it was back in September 2025.
Yes, I remember.
First day I joined, I was sitting here, and then you were here. I was assigned, and then you were the one who gave me the initial demo. So thank you so much for that. Very
Very
insightful. Ali, we'll be discussing all about product management today and how AI is shaping product management going into the future. I think अब इस तरह के पहले तो static designs थे. We were looking at roadmaps on Google Sheets, and we know that AI is changing it within this day and age, right? So let's get right into it. Ali, how are you using AI to move from gut feel decisions to data-backed product awareness?
Right, very great question. So, the old way was like when you have an idea, you rely on experience, right? So sometimes you run on some interviews, then you ship and hope. Like, so what where we are using the AI, like it totally changed the way traditional way in the programmer's force. So we process usage data like support tickets, the all product related data with the help of AI, and we process and get signals over those data. So rather than the guessing of what we should do, we rely on the product based decisions
Makes
with the
sense.
help of AI. So this is the way like we are involving with the AI to shape our product roadmap, product strategies, product marketing, each and everything. So
Nice.
we will discuss in the further in the podcast session like how we actually use the AI into our product strategies, our product development, our product management.
Makes sense, makes sense. आपके I think आपके पास script भी थी क्योंकि interesting. I have those questions lined up for you कि how you're using AI within your team and PF's product management. But good insights. Ali, आपने data की बात की है.
Yes.
With so much data that you're ingesting, right? How do you understand which data is important and how do you understand which data is just noise?
So another great question, right? So every time, like a lot of data doesn't matter, right? Sometimes data could be only noise.
Yep.
So what is the matter like? How you are using those data? Like AI is working as a filter, which helps you to take the relevant data and take decisions over those data points, right? So if I give you an example, like we are working in the regtech industry
Yep.
and the fintech industry, so compliances really matter,
Yes.
and the compliances are changing day by day,
On a daily
and
basis.
user experience also really matter.
Yep.
So we are leveraging AI to support us to stay up to date in the compliance as well as product the product race. So Alhamdulillah, like whatever the product PF has made so far, we are in the world top 10 the
Mashallah.
vendors.
Mashallah, that's really
So
good to hear. All right, so Ali, आप मुझे बता रहे हैं कि how you're using AI within your specific department in product management. I'd like to understand, obviously, with the evolving space, we're in the compliance space, right? And then you said user experience is also very important. And then we're evolving our product every day, every week, right? Within that evolution, you're building new features, you're testing them, you're pushing them to staging and then production. Obviously, you're taking user feedback as well. I want to understand, Ali, within testing and within development of these features, of new features, are you guys leveraging AI within your team? And if you are, how is that treating you? Are there any drawbacks? Is it making your life easier? Is it helping make decisions faster? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, like what was the old flow, like traditional flow, whenever you have an idea, like any product idea or feature idea, you have to spend a lot of time in like research,
Yeah.
and आपको जो competitors की core product features हैं उनको देखना पड़ता है, उसके अंदर फिर आपने एक gap find out करना है और उससे बेहतर product जो है वो develop करनी है.
Yes, absolutely.
सो मैं कहूँगा कि पीएफ जो है वो ना सिर्फ हमें इनकरेज करता है मल्टीपल एलएलएम यूज़ करने के लिए, बल्कि हमारी एक इन हाउस एप्लीकेशन भी है
Yes.
जो कि बहुत जल्दी B2C मार्केट में जो है वो हम लॉन्च करेंगे.
Inshallah.
सो इट्स अ कंप्लीट लाइक एआई एजेंट वर्कफ्लो मैनेजमेंट ऐप.
Agree,
सो
yeah.
इट विल हेल्प यू वट एवर योर डेजिग्नेशन इज़. कोई भी आपका काम है कॉर्पोरेट के अंदर, इफ़ यू आर एन लॉयर, यू आर प्रोडक्ट पर्सन, यू आर इंजीनियर, यू आर कोडर, लाइक वट एवर यू आर. So in the PF, like we use that application. Like in the research, we do multiple, the comparator analysis before, the even starting the product project. So we used to do some proper research, market gap analysis, and even हमारे जो developers हैं, they are also encouraged to use maximum application.
Interesting.
सो वो जो हैं वो उसको डेवलपमेंट में यूज़ करते हैं कोडिंग के अंदर, फिर वो उसके टेस्ट केसेस लिख के ऑटो डीबगिंग करते हैं. फिर इसके बाद जो मार्केटिंग स्ट्रेटजीज़ हैं वो हमारे जो पूरा एक एसईओ एनालिसिस हो रहा होता है कंपेटिटर्स का, वो जो है वो कैपेबल है, जो एप्लीकेशन की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, एजेंट्स हैं. सो इसके बाद कंप्लीट जब हम पोस्ट लॉन्च करते हैं प्रोडक्ट, उसके बाद जब हमारा इनिशियल 1000 कस्टमर्स हैं उनके ऊपर भी जो एनालिसिस करना है, सो उसमें भी हमें वो एप्लीकेशन बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्प कर रही होती है.
That's
और
very
इट्स
interesting.
नॉट ये लाइक आप कहें कि ये एक दूसरा ब्रेन है जो आपको हेल्प कर रहा है कि आपका बिजनेस एक्सपैंड कैसे करेगा.
That's
सो
very
इसलिए मैंने कहा
insightful.
कि वेरी जेनेरिक लाइक एआई एजेंट है जो जनरल पर्पस के लिए आप यूज़ कर सकते हो, और आप उसको एक नीश में स्पेसिफिक भी कर सकते हो.
That makes sense, Adi. And I think it's a very good point that you've raised. कि it's an additional brain, right?
Yes.
कि आपकी workforce में you're adding a specific tool that's working for you 24/7.
Yes,
Well, if we're
exactly.
here from 9 to 6 or 10 to 7 or whatever that is, right? But our agent or LLM model that's working continuously throughout the day,
Yes.
throughout the night. And it's really interesting to understand how it's helping you guys, specifically within product management as well, right? कि अब आप लोगों की जो research है, so you start with research for a specific product, going on till the end of the life cycle, which is
Yes,
actually deploying
exactly.
a feature, right? आपको research में भी help हो रही है, आपको उस product को live करने में और फिर client से feedback लेने में उसमें भी help हो रही है. Really interesting, and I think this is a very good segment into our second segment, कि people or teams that are using AI and that are leveraging AI, it's helping them become faster, make decisions quicker.
Yes.
They're the ones that are winning, right? And I'd like to bring up my past experience here in the company that I was working in before. I'd say about 2023. Not that it was a bad company, I love that company as well, but उस वक्त AI का इतना I'd say it wasn't as common as it is right now. These days everything is AI, right? LLMs, agents, you name it. मतलब जितने भी tools आ गए हैं. In the previous company that I was working in, AI wasn't as prevalent, and then I was working really closely with the product team there as well because I was in product management, product marketing, right? So I was working very closely with the product management team, and जितना आप लोग यहाँ पे AI को leverage कर रहे हैं, I'd say you're leveraging it to make really better and smarter decisions. They weren't doing that. Perhaps it was a lack of being exposed to AI at that specific time period. लेकिन again वहाँ पे everything was static, right? The product roadmap they had was static. The sprint cycle that they would plan was static. And then just you guys are using AI to automating everything. So that's really good to hear. And I think I'd like to pose this question to you as well, Adi. How do you think जो teams पहले static design पे चलती थी, what's the difference between you guys that are using AI to automate your specific processes? What's the difference between you and them?
So again, a good question from your side. Uh, like what was in the traditional, the static applications, like you developed a feature for a certain purpose. Like whenever you press a button, you will have some certain action, like only one action at every time. So in the AI based, the product or features, they are adaptive user experience. Like for example, in our use case, we work into like in the compliance, the market where requirements change as well as some rules in different jurisdiction change over the time. So एआई बेस्ड प्रोडक्ट वो जो है आपको लेवरेज करती हैं कि आप यूज़र डेटा के ऊपर जो है वो एक्शंस परफॉर्म करें. फॉर
Good
एग्जांपल,
point.
यू हैव अ हिस्ट्री ऑफ इंटरेक्शन विद इन योर एप्लीकेशन, राइट? सो थ्रू एआई आप यूज़र बिहेवियर के ऊपर नए फीचर्स जो है वो डेवलप कर रहे होते हो. जो मार्केट में नीड है, आपके पास डेटा है जो आप एआई से लेवरेज करने के बाद जो उसको मज़ीद टेकअप करते हो, प्रोडक्ट पे डिसीजंस लेते हो. इसी के अंदर जैसे मैंने अभी बात की कि अनसर्टेनिटी प्रोडक्ट्स में हमेशा होती है. ये एक एलिमेंट है, रिस्क एलिमेंट है अनसर्टेनिटी का, जो कि फॉर एग्जांपल इफ़ यू से कि मेरी प्रोडक्ट मार्केट में चलेगी या नहीं चलेगी, कितने परसेंट लोग जो है वो इसको यूज़ करेंगे, और अगर कभी मेरे पास ज़्यादा कस्टमर आ जाएं तो वो लोड बैलेंसिंग होगी या नहीं. सो ये सारी चीज़ें, ये सारी हाइपोथेसिस हैं. इफ़ यू टेक स्मार्ट डिसीजंस with the help of AI, then you are confident, like at least twice you are confident, right? So again, ये डिपेंड करता है कि अगर आप एआई को जस्ट लाइक अ चैट जीपीटी टूल, सर्चिंग टूल यूज़ कर रहे हो तो आपके लिए रिजल्ट्स डिफरेंट हैं. इफ़ यू आर रियली अ नेटिव डिपेंडेंट टीम
Yeah.
on AI, so you can take different results. That really helps you.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And Ali, you mentioned ChatGPT. Everyone knows I love ChatGPT. It's one of my favorite tools. But again, yeah, makes sense. इससे मुझे एक याद आया, our very good colleague Muneeb. I work very closely with him as well for client-facing features, etc., etc. It was really cool to see. So I'll share an experience with you guys. It was really cool. I was working with a client, and then they had a specific ask for development, right? अब उनकी we had all of the requirements, we had all of their understanding. The cool thing about the AI that we're leveraging within programmersforce is that Muneeb ne, before even having the tech team develop a pilot phase for that specific feature, he used AI to build, I'd say, a staging platform. And that was really cool. And what that staging platform was, he gave me a user interface where the design was present of how the feature was going to look like for the client. शायद आपको पता हो, शायद ना
Yeah,
पता
yeah,
हो.
I know.
लेकिन it was really cool to see her, and I think it happened in less than a day. I gave
Yes,
him the
exactly.
requirements in the morning, and by day end, he had given me that specific user interface where it was interactable, it was clickable, and then I simply forwarded that to the client. I asked them, "Okay, we've made this specific pilot phase for you. आप इसको test करें. Is there anything you need us to change?" And the client was very impressed by that, by the way, as well. मतलब उनको हमने proper presentation दी थी. They were very, very impressed with the timelines that we gave them. And then they even said, "Ke, aap logon ne, how did you guys manage to build this in a day?" And we were like, "Hey, that's just who we are, right?" But again, it's really, really interesting to see, and just to understand the lengths of how AI can help us within our day-to-day tasks, right? So interesting story there for you guys. Ali, next question, and it's a bit of an interesting one as well. अभी हम static और क्या कहते हैं dynamic features की बात कर रहे थे. How
Yes.
do you shift from building a static feature to creating adaptive and dynamic features within the products that you own?
Right. So we are not only talking, right? So in the past 6 months, we have successfully launched in the market, like in the tech market, in the fintech, we have successfully launched two products, and very rapidly, and
Yeah.
they are like using by multiple clients, like
Yes,
multiple
mashallah.
banks are using our products. सो वी आर द वन कि जो खुद पहले हमने इम्प्लीमेंट किया एंड नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू इंट्रोड्यूस फॉर द अदर पीपल एज वेल।
Makes sense.
जिसकी मैंने अभी बात की कि हमारी एक प्रोडक्ट है जिसे हम मार्केट करेंगे और वो
Yeah.
कंप्लीट बी टू सी और बी टू बी स्कोप के साथ है। जो कि आपको भी हर एक स्टेज पे जस्ट नॉट लाइक जीपीटी के जो सिर्फ आपको असिस्ट करता है इंफॉर्मेशन रिट्रीवल में और सच, वो एक कंप्लीट एंड टू एंड वर्क फ्लो है जिसमें आप अपने लाइक दिस दिस इज़ अ बड़ा हेक्टिक काम है कि आप फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं किसी भी एक वर्क फ्लो की बात करता हूँ, अगर आप सेल्स पर्सन हैं, प्रोडक्ट ओनर हो, तो आप
Yep.
डेली बेसिस के ऊपर मल्टीपल टूल्स को यूज़ कर रहे होते हो,
Yep.
राइट? सो व्हाट वी हैव मेड एंड वी आर आल्सो इम्प्लीमेंटिंग ऑन अस,
Yep.
आप एक प्लेटफॉर्म के अंदर रहते हुए अपने उन 10-20 या जितने भी टूल्स को आप यूज़ करते हो उनको सिंक कर दो एक जगह पे।
You have a
एंड
single source of truth, right?
यस
Yeah,
यस, जैसे मैंने
that's very
बात की
interesting.
कि
Yeah.
वो आपका एक दूसरा ब्रेन है, आप सो रहे हो, खा रहे हो, पी रहे हो, लेकिन वो जो है वो आपके लिए
It's
कॉन्टीन्यूसली
working for
आपके
you
बिजनेस की
24/7.
ग्रोथ के
Yeah.
लिए काम कर रहा है।
Yeah.
सो यू नो द इन दिस टाइम, इफ़ यू विल नॉट अडॉप्ट AI, ultimately you will lose.
You lose out for sure.
So
For
the
sure,
teams
absolutely.
who are using AI in the right direction, ultimately they will win. They will
Makes
catch
sense.
market.
Makes sense,
As I
Ali.
mentioned, in the 6 months, we launched 2 products, and we are now launching the B2C first product, PF.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Interesting point, Ali. Yeah, I'm working as a product owner, looking over the sales function as well. जैसे अभी आपने बात की है, it really, really helps me because obviously I'm working on 10 things simultaneously, right? If I have a single source of truth within a CRM that I'm managing, right?
Yeah.
It really helps. And like you said, AI is the medium that's helping me have a single source of truth within that CRM,
Yes.
whether that's client information, whether that's prospects, whether that's inbound, whether that's outbound, whatever that is. AI is helping me a lot going over deal information and then client information as well. Makes sense, Ali. Ali, how does AI help reduce risk when launching or scaling new features? Interesting question.
Yes, I think the answer was in my previous explanation. I mentioned like the risk comes from uncertainty,
Yep.
right? So if you're not sure, like people will adopt your product or not,
Yeah.
what will be the reaction of the public? Like for example, if I can give you an example, like if you launch a product, right, and you got first 100 customers and they use your product and provide you feedback, like it could be happy or it could be some mixed
Yeah.
feedback, so you can predict like 10,000 customer will behave like same as 100.
Yep.
बट देर इज़ एन एलिमेंट, राइट? आई थिंक हमें जो है वो अक्लमंदी से एआई पे डिपेंडेंट होना चाहिए। अभी भी
Makes
कुछ
sense.
एस्पेक्ट्स हैं जिनको
Yeah.
मैं मेंशन करना चाहूँगा, जैसे स्केलेबिलिटी। लाइक इफ़ अभी भी लोग समझते हैं कि अगर स्टार्टअप के लिए आना है, प्रोडक्ट से हटकर आपने एक स्टार्टअप क्रिएट करना है, तो आप एआई से करवा सकते हो, बट लोगों का माइंडसेट अभी तक प्रोडक्ट में डेवलप नहीं हुआ। जैसे हम प्रोडक्ट मैनेजमेंट में चीज़ों को यूज़ कर रहे हैं एआई, तो वहाँ पे एक रिस्क कॉन्टीन्यूसली एग्जिस्ट करता है जो कि स्केलेबिलिटी का है, मेंटेनेबिलिटी का है।
True.
कि फॉर एग्जांपल जब आपके पास ट्रैफिक आएगी तो क्या जो मेरा एआई से लिखा हुआ कोड है वो ब्रेक तो नहीं हो जाएगा?
That's a good point.
मल्टीपल टेस्ट केसेस हैं जो कि लोड के आने के बाद ही पता चलते हैं। तो इस तरह के बहुत सारे सिनेरियोज हैं जहाँ पे कुछ लिमिटेशंस हैं, बट इफ़ यू आर यूजिंग एआई इन द राइट डायरेक्शंस, यू आर यूजिंग राइट टूल्स, you are taking the right decisions, and you are picking the right directions, I think they can be managed.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Very interesting. Very interesting point here as well. अभी आपने बात की है. So the podcast series that we have, उसमें हम primarily AI की बात करते हैं, right? And I believe in every specific episode we talk on this specific point where there is risks regarding AI and the workflows that we're using through AI, right? And then at the end we always have a point where no matter where AI goes, there's always some sort of human interaction that's needed, right? Okay, again, there's always this talk of people losing their jobs, etc., etc. Yes, that is true, but
Yes, exactly.
I'd say in any given aspect, in any specific moment, human interaction is always required while dealing with AI as well, right? अगर आप नहीं होंगे तो AI को किस तरह पता चलेगा कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है, whether it's in product management, whether it's in engineering, coding, sales, etc., etc. So again, just a quick point that came up in my head while you were giving
बट
an
आई
answer.
थिंक जहाँ आपको 20 लोगों की ज़रूरत थी पहले, तो वो अब 5 की या 10 की
Absolutely,
मैक्सिमम
yeah.
जो है वो रहेगी,
That's true.
और बाकी का सब काम जो है वो एआई
AI
मतलब
करता
देख
है.
रही होगी.
Makes sense, Ari. Ari, really insightful. It's time for rapid fire questions now. It's my favorite segment of our podcast series.
Okay.
I'll ask you questions. You'll give me answers, whatever comes to mind first. All right, and we'll begin. One AI tool you can't build without.
I'm not supposed to share the name, but definitely, which I mentioned earlier, our
Okay,
proprietary AI tool
makes
platform.
sense. Our in-house
Yeah,
LLM. Okay, makes
agentic
sense. Makes
platform.
sense.
Yeah,
Product decisions: data first or intuition first?
data first.
Makes sense. Can you elaborate on that?
Because as I mentioned earlier, uh, data is the ultimate key which helps you to take decisions. But
Yep.
AI जो है उसको leverage कर रहा
Makes
होता है,
sense.
आपको help कर रहा होता है. So you got the user behavior, you got the user engagement with your application,
Yep.
right? You got everything with the help of AI. Like you got access of the the comparators tools, comparator application, documentation. So you got like very you are very specific.
Yep.
So if
Makes
you
sense.
are using AI in the right direction, so आपका जो होमवर्क है 60-70% एआई ने कर दिया होता है, सो आपने उसके ऊपर ऑन द टॉप ऑफ दैट यू हैव टू डू योर वर्क एंड मेक द प्रोडक्ट.
Makes sense. Data first, guys. One word to describe product culture at PF in 2026.
Relentless. Like,
Very good.
I think what the teams that will use AI will only win.
Yeah, true. Absolutely. And I believe that's a testament to your product team as well here at Programmers Force. They work very hard and they're really great people. So perfect. AI in product management, overhyped or underestimated?
Underestimated
For
one.
sure, for sure. I think we're just getting into the start of how you guys can leverage AI within product management as well, right? So underestimated for sure. The next big shift in product management. Interesting
So,
question.
yes, uh, I think currently we are leveraging our features, our product with the help of AI, but I am seeing, you know, the time will come when AI totally replace the products. Like when you hear AI based products,
Yeah,
they are backed by data that the LLM has, and they are very precisely working. Like, I think the future is the AI based products,
makes
totally AI
sense.
based products.
Makes absolute sense, Ali. I believe it fits the theme as well. Ali, that was it. Thank you so much for joining us, guys, and thank you so much for listening. This was AI and how we leverage it within product management. Until we see you next time, thank you so much for listening, guys. Take care. Bye bye.